Prime Minister Narendra Modi delivering the keynote address at the third Leadership Summit of US-India Strategic and Partnership Forum, USISPF. Today, the PM expressed his views on navigating new challenges, which is the theme of the 5-day event that began on August 31st. Now, we are joined by political analyst Ashok Tandon to discuss the PM's address. Mr. Tandon,
hello.
Mr. Tandon, the theme of this year is navigating new challenges. PM also emphasized on it. He also said that the current system demands a new mindset. He spoke about the cooperation as well. How would you elaborate on this, specifically the cooperation which he spoke about?
The Prime Minister, in fact, gave a clarion call to the international community to make use of India as the global hub of investment climate. And in that context, he invited all the entrepreneurs all over the world, particularly in the U.S., and to come and invest in India, because the country which you are looking at, India, is a new country, and with a younger population, we have our reforms in place. So he listed all the reforms which the government of India has undertaken in the recent years, and he assured all assistance, particularly whether it's a tax regime or he said the government you will be dealing believes in delivering results. And then he talked of the ease of doing business in India, and then reassured the whole world about India, the country with the political stability, policy continuation, and our commitment to democracy and diversity. So in fact, he dispelled all apprehensions about India and then listed the achievements of his own government over the last 6 years. And I think he was addressing the international community, because he said our goal is global good, and we are responsive to the global needs. And then he listed our leading role in generic medicines, supply chain, and then the kind of pharmaceutical hub India has emerged, whether it is we are on the forefront of the research in vaccine. And he translated his own vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat. In that context, he said that India has now risen from a passive market to an active hub of not only the pharmaceutical sector and in so many sectors. He said the openings now which India is offering are in the sectors of coal, whether it is mining, it is railways, it is defense, it is space, atomic energy, and of course the pharmaceutical sector. And then he also, in fact, said the other sectors where we are reforming is the agriculture market, agriculture finance. So the theme, he said, of this conference has been very apt, and then he praised the organizers of this the conference, that is the Leadership Summit of US-India Strategic and Partnership Forum.
Yes, Mr.
And
Tandon, he also said...
He began by listing the
Mr.
achievements. He said that 20 billion FDI has come to India this year, and then he named some of the leading companies like Google and Amazon and all that. And he also talked of the tax reform which India has brought about, and then he said that he talked of
Mr. Tandon, this is what he meant when he said that the current pandemic situation demands a changed mindset.
Yes. He initially talked about the reforms which India has brought about, whether it is labor reform, social sector reform, or protecting the workers, whether it was GST, honest taxpayer. And then he said that the pandemic, the current pandemic situation has in fact been an opportunity for India to transform the situation. And in that context, he talked about the progress which we have made during this pandemic, whether it is manufacturing of PPE kits and whether it's testing. He said in January there was only one testing lab. Now there are 1,600 testing labs. So I think it was a very positive approach to the global investors, making India perhaps one of the best investment climate hub in the country. Apart from what India faced during COVID was not only the pandemic, but floods, cyclones, locusts, and all these have made our resolve stronger.
Right, Mr. Tandon, now moving on to the other parts of his address, Mr. Modi also said that global companies are coming to India. He said that the world believes in us, and at the global level, our stature has increased even more. Please tell us, listeners, more on it.
Yes, see, he said that, we have increased our food. He said the focus, all these days, the focus was how to help the poor. And that is exactly what the focus of the government has been doing. Although in terms of food grains, now 800 million people were given free food. And all these achievements, I think, were necessary to explain for the international community, because many people don't believe that a country of 1.3 billion can, in fact, cater to the needs of people, needy people and poor. So all these reassurance was required. And then I think before he came to the investment climate situation, he explained India's position, which India has gone through, and then he also talked about digital payment technology, and now India is emerging as a global supply chain. Because
Mr. Tandon,
this is based on the world trusts us.
Yes,
sir. The whole world
Tandon,
trusts India, what India says.
Yes, Mr. Tandon, very briefly, since we are running out of time, in this interconnected world, how vital is the India-US relationship? Can you tell us why this partnership between India and the US is a win-win one?
See, both India and US are the largest democracies, and then both have strong leadership, and the people-to-people relations are there, and therefore a lot of things are common. And in that context, this summit, in fact, has been discussing enhanced economic and strategic collaboration between India and US. So, and this is the time when the US remained India's top trading partner for the second consecutive fiscal year, 2019-20. So the bilateral trade between the US and India stood at $88.75 billion US dollar. So all these Indo-US strategic partnership has been increasing. So I think by and large the Prime Minister was addressing the potential investors from the US and also calling upon the US companies, like many other US companies have already made India as their investment destination. So it was an open invitation for all the US firms and maybe even other firms all over the world to come and trust India. And especially when India is marking its 75th year of independence.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Tandon. The increasingly close bilateral relationship between the two countries, India and the US, is further enhanced by this third leadership summit of US-India Strategic Partnership Forum, and PM Modi's address today further reiterates and cements this relationship. Thank you, Mr. Ashok Tandon, for speaking to us on the PM's address.